Hey guys, welcome back to another track guide, this time Canada in the Lotus 79. Really great combo this, really fun to drive. As I said before, at the moment I'm just doing track guides for things that I happen to be doing that week, but if anyone's got anything they want me to do in particular, then feel free to ask. So, as we're going down into turn 1, you just want to keep the car to the right hand side of the track here, and use this second escape road as your braking reference. So as the grass ends and we get to the second escape road here, we're hitting the brakes. This corner, it's just important to get it slowed down nice and early and under control so you don't slide or miss the apex through turn 1, because it's really important that we only come out to sort of the middle of the track for turn 2 so we can open it up and get a good exit out of here. The run through turn 1 really isn't that important. You can slow down a lot through turn 1 and not lose much time. You got to focus on turn 2. So you see we get up over the curb, keep it nice and tight so we can get a nice straight exit all the way out to the exit curb. Into this corner, just down one gear, and how you use the curbs through here is the most important. So you want to use as much of them as you can without dropping your inside tyres onto the little AstroTurf rumble strip on the inside. If you do that, the car bottoms out and then it really upsets the balance. Sometimes you get lucky with it and it's not too bad, but a lot of the time you'll just get a big snap or understeer. So you can see here, get the wheels right up on the curb, but not so the car drops in. And you see it's nice and stable off the curb. And then the left, you can cut the grass quite a lot. This curb's really flat, and it doesn't upset the car on the exit. So you see we get straight up to 100% throttle all the way out to the wall. Easy flat round here. Now, into this corner, you want to use the little strip of tarmac on the right-hand side up against the Armco to open up the left-hander, because your exit out of this section of corners is really important because there's a long straight. So you'll see we compromise this first corner quite a lot, slow it down more than we have to open up the right-hander here, and that's so we can get on the throttle nice and early and get a good exit down this straight. See, already up to 100% throttle all the way out to the wall. It's really important you get a good exit there because you're going to gain a few tenths down the straight and you only lose a tenth on the way in by slowing it down. This corner, use the start of the bridge as your braking reference, basically. As soon as you start to go under the bridge, you want to be on the brakes. Now, through here, for optimal lap time in quali, for example, you really want to be using both the big white curbs. They're quite tricky to hit right consistently, but they are faster. That being said, if you're not comfortable using them, it's not going to be awful to just use the red and white curbs. It's about a tenth and a half slower. So you'll see we get right up over the first curb, and you'll see as we come off it, the car like bounces as the suspension settles, and it's really important you have the car settled before you hit the second curb. So you see we're nice and straight now. Before we've hit the second curb, the car's settled. So as we hit this one, the suspension's able to absorb that. If the car's still bouncing as you hit the second one, you're just going to slide or throw it in the wall. Already, just run straight out to the wall, full throttle. Same again, important to get a good exit there because there's a nice big straight after it. Keep the car to the left to cut distance. Into here, we're using the 2 board as our braking reference, and you want to go in a little bit deep so you can square the exit off. So you'll see we brake nice and deep into the corner, still trailing it in, and then we're nice and squared off for the exit so we can get on the throttle hard, feed it out to the wall, again to get a good exit onto the straight, which is really important. Now into here again, using the 2 board just before it as our braking reference, hit peak pressure and very quickly bleed off, because the car, if you trail the brake into this corner, the car gets really unsettled and you do have to nibble the curbs. So you'll see as we hit the curb, trail a bit of throttle, that puts the weight on the back and just keeps the car a bit more stable as you bounce off the curb. You want to hit the first one a bit more than you hit the left. Again, just to open the left up, we have to cut this curb quite a lot, even though the car doesn't like it. But you'll see that means we can get all the way to the left one and get a nice straight exit without having to use the white sausage curb on the second apex, which means as we exit, the car's nice and stable, you can run out to the wall and get a good drive to the line. Again, stay to the right hand side, just cut distance. It's just free lap time. And yeah, that's a lap of Canada in the Lotus 79.